Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing another coffee with Chrissy video. I posted in my Facebook group that I literally just did my hair and makeup for no reason today. I have no idea why I did it. We're not going anywhere, but I literally took about an hour and a half to do my hair and makeup today. And I was like, I should probably film a sit down video since, you know, I'm all done up and everything. And yeah, I decided to film another coffee with Chrissy. I have my coffee here. It's the same coffee that I had in my last video, half sweet, non-fat, pumpkin spice cappuccino. At this stage in my life, I'm pretty sure that I bought enough Starbucks to franchise, so I don't know, does Starbucks sponsor people on YouTube? Because if they do, hey, I'm your girl, just saying. So for today's Coffee with Chrissy video, I had a few things on my mind that I wanted to talk about, but if I'm being perfectly honest, I'm not 100% ready to talk about some stuff. So I was like kind of at a loss of what I wanted to talk about, but then it came to me that I had wanted to do a 26 things that I've learned in my 26 years for my birthday, which was on October 12th, but I never got around to filming it. And I was like, do you know what? Like, I'm just gonna make a list right now and I'm just going to talk about it on YouTube in a Coffee with Chrissy. So I wrote down my list in my bullet journal, which I only got yesterday, but I'm absolutely loving. I literally spent hours last night putting it all together and I'm on page 9 already, which is crazy. I don't know if that's crazy. I really don't. But yeah, I wrote down a list here. I actually titled it 27 Things I've Learned in 27 Years. And then I was like looking at it and I was like, wait, I'm not 27, I'm 26. Dumbass. But yeah, I wrote down this list. I don't know how many, I'm pretty sure like I'm gonna try and get through all 26 in this video, but if I don't, I will have a blog post going up tomorrow. I will leave a link to my blog in the description box down below that has all of these in a list as well. So if I don't get through all of them today, because I don't really want to make this video like 25 hours long, definitely head over to my blog tomorrow and check that out. You can always subscribe to my blog via Bloglovin, and what happens is if you do that, it's free obviously. If you do that, you will get an email every time I publish a new blog post, so might be a good option. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud here, but anyway, 26 things that I've learned in 26 years. This list is a little bit random, I'm not gonna lie. Drink some coffee. I feel like I have so many props. List is a little bit random. I literally just wrote it when I was sitting downstairs at the kitchen counter. But I figured, you know, these are some things that I've learned. Nobody has it all figured out. They literally just look like they do. So I remember when I like first opened up an Etsy shop, I was like looking at all of these shops from the outside in, and I was like, oh my god, they just have their shit together so much. They like totally know what they're doing. And then as soon as I like started talking to these girls and like becoming friends with other shop owners, I've realized that like they don't have it together as much as I thought they did. Like that probably sounds really weird, but like I feel like I kind of put them on a pedestal and made it seem as though they were like so organized and like so business savvy and stuff, but like really like everybody's just like trying to get by the same as everybody else. And I think that was a really nice thing to learn, that like I'm not the only one who like doesn't have a clue sometimes. Adulting is not all it's cracked up to be. So when I was a kid, I always used to, and I'm sure you guys were the same, I always used to be like, oh, I can't wait to grow up, I can't wait to move out. I like got so excited for my birthday, and now like adulting sucks. Like adulting really sucks. And like food shopping, I don't like going food shopping anymore. Paying bills when you're an adult, like it's not all it's cracked up to be, basically. So if you still live at home, definitely treasure those moments, because yesterday in particular, I was feeling so tired and I just really wanted somebody to cook me pasta like my mom makes it, but I didn't have anybody to cook me pasta, and my mom's in Ireland, so I had to do it myself. And yeah, it wasn't fun. It was the time when I really missed my mom. Balance is key, and a moment on the lips does not equal a lifetime on the hips. And this is something that my cousins used to tell, like we used to tell each other all the time when we were like a few years ago. like, I don't know. I don't even know why we did it, but it was like a moment on the lips is a lifetime on the hips, as in don't eat that cookie. When in reality, I feel like that's kind of like the worst thing to tell someone. I feel like telling them that if you eat that one cookie or you have like that one bite, it's gonna like haunt you forever, when like I feel like that could cause a lot of eating disorders. But yeah, so balance is key, not only with your diet but also in life, like balancing like work and having fun, seeing your friends, seeing your family. Like I feel like balance is just key in all aspects of life. Over plucking your eyebrows is never a good look. Something I learned the hard way. It's really okay if you're different. Most of the time, all of the cool people are different. So if you're different, don't try and hide it. Express yourself. I was about to sing there. And just be true to who you are, because being different is awesome. Number 6 kind of ties in with the first point that I made, and it is looks can be deceiving. So basically what I was kind of going for with this is that like somebody could look really happy from the outside, but they could actually really be struggling. So not to take looks for granted. Someone could look really pretty when really they're like an ugly person on the inside, and vice versa. So yeah, basically don't judge a book by its cover. Being confident in your body, it takes time, and it is a never-ending struggle. So I do really want to have like a body confidence coffee with Chrissy. I've talked about it a little bit on my YouTube channel, and I know like I've done like weight loss like updates and stuff, but I don't think I've really fully talked about like body confidence. But I find with me, like my body confidence, like it fluctuates like on an hourly basis. Like I could feel really, really confident, and then I could just look at myself in the mirror in the wrong angle, and it would just do a complete 180. So body confidence is something that is so important, especially nowadays that like all of like the standards are just so high and unrealistic. But it does take time, and it's just not gonna happen overnight. Not all of your friends are supposed to be in your life forever. And this is something that I'm still trying to accept, and I don't really want to talk about it too much if I'm being perfectly honest, because I will start crying. But if you do want to hear a little bit more about like friendships and friendship breakups and stuff, we did publish a podcast yesterday on Confessions of a Girlboss that talks all about friendship breakups. I say yesterday, this is going up on Wednesday, so we published it on Saturday. It talks all about friendship breakups, so I will leave that in the description box down below. But friendships is one of those topics that I do want to talk about, but it's just one of those ones that I'm just not 100% ready to talk about on camera yet. So I have 3 that kind of go together. So the first one is don't waste time doing something you don't love. You don't have to know your dream job by college, and one person's dream job does not necessarily have to be your own. And these are some things that I've learned since I got back from au pairing in Italy. And I talked about this a little bit on my blog, actually. I talked about, I can't remember what the blog post was called, but I will leave it linked in the description box down below, because I was really proud of that blog post when I published it. But basically, I had a job in a corporate company. I had an amazing opportunity. I was a project manager when I think I was like 24. I was a project manager, and I just kind of like, I progressed a lot faster than a lot of people do. And I hated it. Like I hated that job, but everybody was like telling me like, oh my God, it's such an amazing opportunity. You've been given such an amazing opportunity. And you should work to stay and to progress even more. But I wasn't happy, and it took a long time for me to accept that me not being happy in that job was okay, and I didn't have to stay in that job. So I actually ended up quitting that job I quit that job in March of 2015, right? Yeah, March of 2015. And then we moved to Canada in June of 2015. So it did take a long time for me to come to terms with it, but I think leaving that job Like, don't get me wrong, I'm so happy for all of the opportunities it gave me, and I do think that like what I learned in that job does benefit me now, but I think leaving that job is one of the things that I'm most proud of, because I did something that wasn't necessarily what I should be doing, but I did it because I knew that it was best for me, and I knew that it would make me happy ultimately, so really proud of myself for that one. Oh, and also the part about not knowing what you wanted to do after college. I had no idea what I wanted to do after college. I graduated, when did I graduate? I think I graduated in 2012. Yeah, I graduated in 2012. I had no idea. I worked at a deli in Spar for a few months. I'd say like I worked there for at least 6 months after I graduated. Then I moved to Italy for 4 months to be an au pair. Then I came back and I interned and I got that job in the corporate company. And like, I still don't know what I want to do. Like, I have the Etsy shop and like, I love it and I would love if I could continue that, but like, I don't know. I just really don't know what I want to do. I don't know. You just basically just don't have to know what you want to do for the rest of your life. And that's okay. I feel like everybody kind of puts this pressure on you to know what you want to do as soon as you get out of college, or even before college, just to know what your dream job is. And I think that's really, really stupid, because even like at the end of the day, you don't even have to have a dream job. You don't have to have like a career that you have for like your entire life. So yeah, that's a little bit of a ramble. Take every opportunity that comes your way. Don't be afraid of taking chances. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Don't be afraid of vulnerability. And I will admit, I'm still like, I'm not the most vulnerable person in talking about my emotions. Even like being like gushy and lovey-dovey with Gary, like I'm not a hugely vulnerable person, even like with my parents and stuff. So yeah, but don't be afraid to be vulnerable, because I feel like putting yourself out there and letting yourself be vulnerable kind of leads to the best outcomes. So playing hard to get is really stupid and a waste of time. Don't be afraid to stand up for yourself and what you believe in. And this is another one of those topics that I'm just not 100% ready to talk about on YouTube. Don't know if I ever will be, but yeah, pretty self-explanatory. People change, and that is totally normal. Might be hard to accept, and this kind of goes back to the friends might not be in your life forever thing. Because as people change, obviously, like, you're gonna become a different person, and the person you were a year ago and the people you got along with a year ago and related to a year ago might not be the people that you get along with and relate to now. So it might be hard to accept, but just know that if you don't change throughout your life, that would be really weird. Oh my god, I just read this one and I got really like I just had like a wave of emotion flood over me. Say I love you more, because you never know when you're not gonna get a chance to say it again. Never give up on your dreams, even if people tell you that they're really crazy and that it's never gonna happen. So never give up on your dreams. A good work ethic is extremely valuable. Take care of your body, because it's the only one you have, and it's literally the only home that you truly have for your entire life. This is something that I definitely need to work on, but it's take time to disconnect, because our world is just so full of technology nowadays, and it's so hard to disconnect and to like truly like experience life. So take some time to disconnect and like spend some time with people you love without technology around, or even spend time with yourself without technology around. Don't be afraid to take chances in life, because you never know what they're gonna bring. The only opinion that really matters in life is your own opinion. Nobody else's opinion matters about what you do, about what you look like, about how you live your life. The only opinion that matters is yours. And again, it's something that I really, really need to work on, because I care way too much about what other people think. But I feel like I have gotten like a lot better with that lately. do not take your parents for granted, because you will someday learn how much they really do for you and you'll be shocked. Never underestimate the value of a good chat with your best friend over a glass of wine, a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, anything. And last but not least, number 26 is family is everything in life. It is true, but just know that if you don't necessarily fit in with yours, you can make your own. And that is exactly what I'm doing right now. So don't forget that one either. So I hope you guys enjoyed this coffee with Chrissy. It was a little bit different, not extremely chatty like my last one, but I will be back for more. I do want to do these at least once a month, so you will see one again very, very soon. But as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on Sunday with my October favorites video.